Happy Christmas, everybody, and a Happy New Year. It's still Christmas time period, okay? I know I didn't... Oh, yes, I did do something for Christmas. I did, but I didn't do a haul, so, yeah. Basically, let me just get out. I got this. Look at that. Look at that. Jethro Tull's A Passion Play, as it says. Very interesting album about a guy going to hell. You would never get an album like this these days, because music's awfully serious, and they all think, oh, look at me, I'm doing something for the environment. Oh, look at me, my problems are more important than yours. When this album is literally about a guy going to hell. And he has to be constantly he's reminded about all the horrible things he's done in his life. So it's kind of like a Christmas Carol in a way. In a way, I did listen to the album. It's a very enjoyable, very good album, and the humor is just so everybody is so good. It is in it. It's rather funny, and most people think that prog rock, that stuff's pretentious, especially if you're a fucking punk. You can play an instrument for your life. Even I can play more complex stuff than people in punk, and I play shit guitar. Probably because I have shit guitars. I don't know if that's actually the case, but yeah, it's got a booklet as well detailing the making of the album. Oh dear. Unfortunately, it is my first album that I have laid upon the scratches. So that's a shame, isn't it? Fuck. On the actual vinyl, which is bad, but I don't think it will be that bad. And it's quite... They have a nice book. Look at them all there, all young, as rock stars. A lot of shots of the bass player here, which is weird. And we have them here. Yeah, of course, Ian Anderson's not playing his traditional flute in that image, which is kind of rather strange, isn't it? So yeah, this is a very enjoyable album and very nice. But of course, if you've read the title, you know what's coming up. And you're not interested in some stupid old album. Or even, you're interested in Lego figures. I got a new Lego set. Yep. Oh shit. Why does everything start breaking apart when I'm making a video? My life is... I wonder how... I wouldn't want to be me, honestly. So yeah, of course, you all know Star Wars. Yes. The most nerdy franchise in the whole entire world. Like, nobody knows who Han Solo is. You know why? Because 13 Reasons Why acts like nobody knows who Han Solo is. Thanks, 13 Reasons Why. We really like you, don't we? No, we don't. Yeah, so... You know those Praetorian Guards that were actually in that interesting battle scene from The Last Jedi? In the interesting part of The Last Jedi. My opinion of The Last Jedi is constantly fluctuating. And I try to make my opinion the correct opinion because I want to feel superior over people. Sorry, it's just how I feel. And I've realised that maybe it's bad, yes, but it's not as bad as the prequel lovers are saying it. It's not an objectively bad film. It doesn't have bad photography, and the actors are trying to do the best they can with the material they're given. Unfortunately, some of the material is absolute gobshite. So, yeah, that's not doing them any favours. At all. But yeah. Well, anyway, this is from The Last Jedi. And I think it's more about me wanting to be more mature and with my opinions of thinking of it more critically. And it is not a bad film. It does have flaws, though. A lot of flaws. But it's not objectively bad. It's just you're used to, like, Star Wars movies being used to. This is the problem with Star Wars films. You can't really do anything outside of the first few movies because that's all set in stone. Like, the Star Wars movies are like the Bible of our modern age. It's almost like some people also think that Jedi is actually might be considered a real religion. Being a Jedi might be considered a real religion. I repeat. Well, so it is kind of bigger than Jesus. Even the Beatles are... Well, I would say the Beatles and Star Wars are as important and as big as each other. So, yeah, here we go. Yes, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The figures are... If it will focus... It's not focusing, unfortunately. But if you can see the detail on these figures. Focus. Focus. Oh, God. Anyway, yeah, so these figures look really nice. And I know a lot of people constantly memed on the poor lonely First Order Stormtrooper. But, yeah. But it's always nice to have more First Order Stormtroopers. And it does make the battle pack a little bit more army building than it actually is. Because these characters are individuals in the film for some reason. I don't know why the Praetorian Guards are like that, but they're very different. I always thought the Praetorian Guards looked very similar, but very different to the original, Royal Guards, but in a good way. And they actually got to do more stuff in it than Captain Phasma. Captain Phasma got less to do in The Last Jedi than these guys. And they barely said a word. And Captain Phasma said several words. But she did a nice fight, but the fight was cut short by Finn. And the deleted scene did introduce something interesting. The thing is, The Last Jedi did introduce some things that I find rather interesting. It just didn't do them it didn't commit to those ideas. That's the main problem. If The Last Jedi just committed to those ideas, I think it would have been a better movie. But it didn't. It's just half-assed. It is. It's not fully developed. Instead, we get stuff like Rose, which I didn't like. Rose. Many people didn't like Rose. The actress. It's not the actress's fault. It's Rian Johnson's fault. And also, it didn't ruin your childhood. Okay, enough with the negativity. We said we wouldn't be negative, so just chill out. Anyway, this is a very good set. Very nice. 10 out of 10 IGN. Anywho, moving swiftly on, let's look at... Ooh, it is nearly midnight. By nearly, I mean not at all. About The Last Jedi. Time to talk about something I actually like, whilst also ranting. Something that I actually really like and is vastly underrated. Season 23. Lovely, lovely box. Lovely. I just love it. Season 23 might be the most underrated Doctor Who season ever. And unfortunately, I can't watch it at the moment because my Blu-ray player is updating. I feel constantly out of breath, just out of character. So anyway, whilst my Blu-ray player is updating, I can't watch the season, but I can tell you it's a damn fine season. I think I just need to calm down in my videos. But yeah, you guys click off quickly. That's the problem. You probably see some guy talking slowly like he's had a stroke, and you probably click off. Watch time matters, people, so you gotta be excited and energetic for the kids. Am I right, lads? Anyway, let's have a look at the tree. The tree's more interesting than me, I would say, though that does look a little bit weird. There we go. Back to normality. Anyway, yeah. Season 23 is great. It's fucking great, okay? It did the whole entire thing with the story arc better than New Who, because it actually story arc, all of it's connected in some way, and it actually makes sense. The courtroom drama in the season is just amazing. It is, and the Valeyard might be the most compelling Doctor Who villain that we had at the time since the Cyber Leader, or Lytton, or even the Rani. I actually quite liked the Rani, and I think Missy would have worked better if she was the Rani, and if she didn't act like Is that Red Dwarf? Hopefully we don't get copyrighted by Dave or the BBC by that. Anyway, I like Red Dwarf anyway. Yes, so it's a great season it is, and look at the artwork. I'm constantly impressed by these Blu-ray box sets. They just look much more nicer than that. They just look incredible, just like the steelbooks. In fact, I'm thinking of getting more of the steelbooks and more of these. I might get season 10. Might even get some of the ones that I have. Maybe all of them if they're still around, if they like re-release them, but with better stuff, like the Dalek tapes. Why was that not put onto the season 12 Blu-ray? But for this is a damn fine Blu-ray. Like, I mean, it's got everything in it. It's got like extended cuts of every episode. They got special editions of Terror of the Vervoids. Of course, you got immersive 5.1 surround sound mix and isolated scores, so you can like upload them to YouTube and not get any money for it. On all of them, you got the Behind the Sofas, which is basically talking about the new episode. What? I'm not sure what that is, but that's new stuff, and it's got even people that weren't even involved in the Colin Baker era. You got the writer's room, where they talk about Lost season 23, which might even be even better than this one. And then we have the Doctor Who Cookbook Revisited, which has a Cyberman on the cover with his chef's hat. Same with a Dalek, but it's actually legit good cookbook advice. And then we got the Doctor's Table, where Colin Baker is joined for dinner with friends, and then Matthew Sweet talks to Bonnie Langford. Unseen studio footage, rare archive discoveries, and Colin Baker put on trial because of this. Get it? I build your own Doctor Who archive with the Ultimate Collector's Set. Terror of the Vervoids is a compelling story. Mind Warp is like the most shocking entertainment ever, and of course, like Brian Blessed is this national treasure. That it's like every time he breathes on this earth, we should be grateful that he's on Earth, because we just do not deserve him. Honestly, he's just amazing, and he unlike some guys, he gets the he's kind of like the Tommy Wiseau of Britain, only he can act. Yes. Anyway, yes. Let's just have a bear look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I have to say, I might be getting all of them to replace my old DVD collection. Might even sell them on Blu-ray, so look out for that, but maybe not. Also, you may have noticed, well, I look kinda like Anthony Fantano now. I even have a flannel shirt and everything. Let's put the flannel on. Okay, prepare yourselves. I'm gonna look like the internet's busiest music nerd. Oh, God. Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano, Rob Finney, Lewis Tannell here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for decade review time, because it's that time of year where the decade is coming to a close. Woo! I've my first decade on this planet Earth, full decade, not including tens, because that not like my actual age. I'm talking about being in a decade. So yeah, basically this decade has been very eventful for me. What can I say? This decade started bad. There was a lot of shit. There was good and there was bad. My life improved for the better. Like in 2017 time, I had issues. I still do today, but I keep those issues to myself, don't I? Anger issues, just fucking killing everybody. And sometimes I think about killing people even to this day. College, don't treat that as like an actual thing, okay? You shouldn't be worried about that, because I know that killing's bad. I'm actually scared that you guys know of my private life. So I just don't want you to watch my videos. Please don't. Anyway, I don't think you'll be watching my videos anyway. But I've gotten a lot of my friends. I started primary school like at the end of like last decade, like 2000. Well, no, during the middle of last decade, which was 2000s, wasn't it? Yeah. I was 4. It was alright. There were some teachers that were shit. Ironically, we never had a good music teacher until Mrs. Parkhouse, who kind of inspired me to actually do music, to go in the path of music. She rejuvenated my love for music, she did. The other music teachers, I wasn't quite fond of. They just, I guess, were too teachery. And that's the problem. If you're too teachery, I don't like it. If you're not... Our old school was absolute My old school was absolute shit. And if you come from that school, which is called Mearside, and you are like my age, you would know it. But I guess all primary schools are meant to be shit, apparently. That doesn't make any sense. That's like a pivotal role in your development as a child. Especially for me, who is on the spectrum. I don't know if you guys can see if I'm on the spectrum or not. Personally, I suffered a lot. Nobody wanted to help me. This kind of sounds like the Joker, doesn't it? And I retaliated. I'm not saying that my actions were justified, that I was a good person, that I was just... What I'm saying is just they didn't want to help me. They just wanted me out of there. The government doesn't care for people like me. People see self-pity as a bad thing, and they constantly mock people and they constantly make fun of them because they're less advantaged, or they abandon them. Homelessness and school shooters are rising up. You know why? Oh, Christ. Oh, fuck. I can't do this video right now. Anyway, so I'm just convinced that all this is because nobody wanted to give them a hug. Nobody wanted someone who clearly has disabilities and is mentally disabled is left to the sideways, because we don't care. We're gonna, whilst like pampered bratty rich kids who happen to be black say they're disadvantaged because somebody spread their legs wide. Okay, yeah. Women can do that. They just don't, because they don't have balls. And yeah, it's taking up space. I know. What a shame. Oh my god. How could they? But I don't care, really. And I just don't care about Donald Trump. I hate his existence because he's made my life worse. I can't go. I hate Brexit. I hate all of this because I just don't want anybody to. And I hate how people. Oh, you're a feminist. Oh, you're a right Nazi scum. You are. And it's just so polarizing. Everybody's either this or everybody's either that, when both sides look like complete fucking buffoons. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with the sane people. With the people who aren't affected by it. Everything's so close to people's hearts. Everybody feels so offended. And I'm not even just talking about the Liberals. You can't even be like, I like fence sitting. You know why? Because it's right. Because you know you're right. Because taking a side is never a good idea. Because everything is so nuanced and black and white. That's why Star Wars might have corrupted some people. Might have corrupted me. I might see the world black and white. I'm not right. But I know when people are acting like idiots, and when people are acting like they're right when they're wrong. When they're so wrong that they couldn't be any much wronger. And when they support like stuff. But even that's like, you can't win. You can't fucking win anymore. What am I supposed to do? I can't do anything. I'm literally panicking because of this environment, this toxic environment. I might have talked about it in the previous video, but I think I deleted that. So I'm just gonna say this. I fucking hate politics, and I fucking wish it never have existed, so I could live my life in peace without the world dying. Also, I might as well go back to the medieval period, because my lifestyle is killing polar bears. And polar bears are useful because they look pretty. And their lives, I guess, as well. Okay, now that's partially joking. And they look nice, they do. I don't want to come across as an asshole, but honestly, like this is probably killing like hundreds of this is probably destroying our atmosphere. And I don't like that. But people are being so aggressive and being so opinionated. And me being angry about this is the worst thing, because nobody's going to listen to you if you're calm about this. And everybody makes you feel more panicky. Everybody's got to be panicky, including me. I'm getting a heart attack, and I don't want a heart attack. I just want to live in peace. Also, rock music is not mainstream anymore. Mainstream music is dominated by everything but rock, and they're so also they come across as pretentious. Vegans think they're doing the world a benefit when it's only like eating cows that is like not benefiting the world. All the other animals, if they're treated well, I like a ham sandwich. Does that make me worse than Hitler? No, Hitler was a vegan. Or like a vegetarian, I don't know. He liked animals. Checkmate, vegans. You're worse than Hitler. No, now that is a joke. And that's the problem. We can't joke about everything because everything's so personal now. Everybody's like, oh wait, this affects me. Oh wait, this affects me. Everybody's like, oh, suddenly waking up. And that's not a good thing. Because I liked being lulled into a safe sense of security. I liked it when everything was boring. When we could all just laugh at Peter. But now we can't because some of them will riot. This is the face of a disappointed man. Also, but on a positive note, Elon Musk owned the later 2010s. We got so many important figures in the 2010s, including him, Keanu Reeves. We got Ken Bone. Remember Ken Bone? And memes dominated the 2010s. If I was going to tell my grandkids what the 2010s was about, I would say memes. And unfortunately, a lot of great artists started to die off since 2016. David Bowie, Chris Cornell, Prince. Oh, fuck. And it's just showing me that